morning, students. Have you ever wondered why the letter C used in the words cat and scent sounds different? Why is that? Isn't it the same letter? Well, there is something special about English language. Do you know what that is? I'll tell you. English is a language which has no one-to-one correspondence, which means one letter can produce more than one sound, like in the case of the letter C that we just came across. So, we have just 26 letters to denote 44 sounds. Isn't it wonderful? This is because of phonetics. So, what is phonetics? Phonetics is the study of sounds that help us to pronounce different words using the same letter. Still confused? Let me give you some more examples then. The letter A. Can you pronounce the words apple and angel? Apple and angel. Can you tell me why the letter A in apple and angel sound differently? Yes, it is because of phonetics. The same we have already learned. So today, we are going to learn how this phonetics in English actually works. Let us start with a story. The title of the story is Beowulf and the Beast. There lived a handsome and strong prince in England named Beowulf. He was courageous, brave, and very intelligent. He was a good warrior and cared for his people. His father was a great king, and so he gave lessons to his son to become as a bold fighter like him. One morning, the people of his kingdom gathered around the castle to present a problem. They were frequently attacked by a giant beast named Grendel. People were suffering a lot from Grendel, as the beast used to attack and kill whoever comes in his way. Grendel was so strong and he appeared frightening to everyone. So the people came before the king for a solution. Farmer, my lord, we can't hold any more from the beast. King, how many lives have we lost so far? Farmer, so far we have lost 10 people among us. King, oh Lord, that's so terrible. Queen, dear King, the situation is so pathetic. Please find a way to save our people from the beast. King, yes, my queen, I'll find a way. Farmer, dear Lord, find a solution as soon as possible, or rather the beast will eat us all. The king thinks for a while and asks to the people gathered around. King, who can beat the beast? Beowulf comes to the gathering and says, Beowulf, I can. Everyone remained stunned to Beowulf's words. King, no, son, you cannot go. You are so young and the beast is fearful. Beowulf, no, father, I can beat the beast. Just let me go. At last, the king and the queen agrees to Beowulf's decision. And then Beowulf prepares and trains for strengthening his own powers. Next morning, he starts searching for Grendel. He was roaming through a forest and suddenly saw an image flying through the sky. He followed the shadow and ran through the forest. And finally, after a long wait, he saw Grendel. He closely watched his sharp nails and fearful teeth. The Grendel saw Beowulf from a distance. Alright children, so have you understood the story? Okay, shall I ask you some questions then? The first question, who was Beowulf? Yes, correct. Beowulf was a prince. Second question, who was Grendel? Very good. Grendel was a monster. Third question, why did the people gather around the castle? Yes, correct. The people gathered around the castle to request the king to save them from Grendel. So, do you love Beowulf? Very good. We will see the rest of the story in the next class. Well, do you remember what we had learned so far? Okay, children, let's go in detail through the phonetics then. Now, can you recall what phonetics is? Yes, it is a study of sounds that help us to pronounce different words using the same letter. Now, let's see different pronunciations of the letters. In this session, we will see the words from letter A to H. Let's begin with letter A. Please look at the words on the screen. Apple, angel, America. So here you can see the same letter A has been pronounced in 3 different ways as A, A. Repeat with me, children. A, A. Now, let's move on to the next letter. So, which is the next letter? Yes, it's letter B. Look at these words on the screen. Biscuit, basket, ball. Here, you can see that the same letter B has been pronounced in 3 different ways as B, ba, bo. Please repeat with me. B, ba, bo. Now, let's move on to the next letter. So, which is the next letter? Yes, it's letter C. Please look at these words on the screen. Castle, cycle. Here, you can see the same letter C has been pronounced in 2 different ways as ka, sa. Repeat with me. Ka, sa. Alright, let's move on to the next letter. So, which is the next letter? Yes, it's letter D. Now read the words on the screen. doctor, digital, draw. As you can see, the same letter D has been pronounced in 3 different ways as da, d, dr. Repeat with me. Da, d, dr. Now let's move on to the next letter. So which is the next letter? Yes, it's letter E. Please look at these words. Elephant, expect, eel. Here you can see that the same letter E has been pronounced in 3 different ways as a, e, e. Repeat with me, children. A, e, e. Now let's move on to the next letter. So which is the next letter? Yes, it's letter F. Now look at these words on the screen. Forget, fall, football. Here you can see that the same letter F has been pronounced in 3 different ways as f, for, fu. Repeat with me, children. F, for, fu. Now let's move on to the next letter. So which is the next letter? Yes, it's letter G. Now look at these words on the screen. Game, gather, gown. As you can see that the same letter G has been pronounced in 3 different ways as ge, ga, ga. Come on, children, repeat with me. Ge, ga, ga. Now let's move on to the next letter. So which is the next letter? Yes, it's letter H. Now look at these words on the screen. Happy, hen, hair. Here you can see that the same letter H has been pronounced in 3 different ways as ha, he, he. Repeat with me, children. Ha, he, he. Now let's move on to an activity. Identify the phonetic sounds from the given words. Apple, angel, America, biscuit, basket, ball, castle, cycle. Let's do another interesting activity. Identify the words from the phonetic sounds. Look at the first one on the screen. What is that word? Yes, it is apple. Now look at the second one. Try to find the word. Correct. It is angel. So what about the third one? The word is America. Let's look at the fourth one. What is the word? Yes, it is biscuit. How about the next one? Correct. The word is basket. Find the next word then. What is it? Yes, it is ball. How about the next one? Correct, it is car. Look at the last one then. What is the word? Yes, it is cycle. Let's do another activity now. Read aloud the following words. The first word, game. Second word, football. Third word, digital. The fourth word, elephants. Fifth one, eel. Sixth word, gown. And the last word, happy. Good. Let's move on to another activity. Find the phonetic symbols from the given image. Please look at the image on the screen and find out the phonetic symbols. So let's look at the answers now. The phonetic symbols are a, ka, h, sa, fu. Let's move on to the next activity. Complete the conversation. Your options are your class teacher, on foot, Ruvani, come to school, I am. Please find the answers. Okay, now let's look at the answers. I am Nayani. I am Ruvani. Are you in grade 6A? No, I am in grade 6B. Who is your class teacher? Mrs. Damayanti. How do you come to school? I come on foot. All right, children, how was today's class? Shall we recall the things that we have learned today then? So, children, as we have learned that the letters of the alphabet are pronounced as A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. But their phonetic sounds are different from their letter sounds. As for example, A is pronounced as A in apple, A as in angel and A as in America. B is pronounced as B in biscuit, B in basket and B in ball. C is pronounced as K as in castle and K as in car. D is pronounced as D as in doctor, D as in digital and D as in draw. E is pronounced as A as in elephant, E as in expect and E as in eel. F is pronounced as F as in forget, F as in fall and F as in football. G is pronounced as G as in game, G as in gather, and G as in gown. H is pronounced as H as in happy, H as in hen, and H as in hair. The pronunciation of each letter depends on the following letters. For example, in the word basket, letter B has the pronunciation B, but when it is followed by letter A, the sound becomes ba. So altogether, the word is pronounced as basket. Now take the case of the word cycle. Letter C has the pronunciation K, but when it is followed by letter Y, it is pronounced as Sai, and the word is pronounced as cycle. So as you are trying to improve your language, you may use the Oxford Dictionary to know more about the phonetic transcription and the pronunciation of the words that you use in your daily life. Very good, children. You are so amazing. Okay then, that's it for today. See you all in the next class. Bye.